If you're thinking about selling your home in Los Gatos, Monte Sereno, Saratoga, Campbell, Sunnyvale, Willow Glen, or even Almaden Valley, and you are staring at a list of possible projects, pause for a second. The fastest way to waste money before you sell here in Silicon Valley is to fix things that buyers won't pay you for, and then ignore the things that they actually care about. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to fix, what to skip, and how to prioritize your money so that buyers here in our market actually reward you for the work you do. And if you're a few years away from selling, I'll also share how to think about upgrades so you can enjoy them now and still benefit from them later. So you're not finally creating that dream kitchen that you've always wanted the same month you hand the keys to someone else. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Tracy. I've been selling here in Silicon Valley for more than 20 years. Welcome to Tracy Pina Real Estate, where I share my hard-won real estate knowledge that no other agent is willing to share. I work primarily with tech-savvy sellers and buyers in the $1.2 to $6 million price range in places like Los Gatos, Monte Sereno, Saratoga, Campbell, Sunnyvale, Willow Glen, and Almaden Valley. And in this video, I'll walk you through how to best protect and maximize the return on the money you spend improving your home to sell it. And here's how I think about it. The goal is not to create a brand new house. The goal is to get you the highest possible sale price by attracting the right buyers without blowing your budget on things they don't really care about. So we're going to start with the unglamorous stuff, and then we'll move into the pretty projects. And then I'll show you where I almost never let my clients spend money right before they sell. And if this already seems interesting to you, hit like and subscribe. There are some baseline issues you simply have to address before you list, whether it's Los Gatos or Saratoga or Campbell or Sunnyvale or really anywhere in Silicon Valley. You need to address things like active plumbing leaks, active roof leaks, active rodent activity. Ugh. Those scream neglect and possible health risk, and it'll make buyers bolt and they won't come back. And here's the thing most sellers miss. Even if you say, oh, we're going to fix them, or these items will be fixed before closing, that buyer is gone for good. Because when buyers see water stains, rat droppings, or a house that smells like there might be mold somewhere, their brain goes straight to what else is wrong here? Have these owners done any maintenance? What's hiding that I can't see? And that kills confidence. And when confidence is gone, so are the offers. And this is exactly why here in Silicon Valley, sellers must get inspections done before they list. In some parts of the country, they call these pre-listing inspections. Here, it's baseline selling. If your realtor says it's optional, get yourself a new realtor, because that will sabotage your sale. On my listings, we do a termite and pest inspection, a home inspection, and a roof inspection. If you don't have these three simple reports, expect buyers not to write you offers. Buyers in our market are used to reviewing inspection reports before they even decide if they're interested in your home. Some of my buyers prefer to review the reports before they even visit the home. Buyers here, they don't have time to waste. So think about that when you're getting your home ready to sell. You have to win them over instantly on all fronts. Okay, so step one is get your inspections and fix active plumbing leaks and any water-related issues and any pest or rodent issues as well. Your agent should be able to advise you very clearly on these. You need to know the baseline health of your home. You know, as a quick side note on water intrusion, because the Bay Area, especially here in Los Gatos, we have a lot of hillside homes, and we're sitting on clay. My own home in Los Gatos is on a hillside. One side of the house, the laundry room side, it's tucked right up against the hill. And when I bought it, I was captivated by the views, the landscape, and I thought, oh, this is cool. I can landscape all of this, it'll look great. But when I bought it, here's the thing, we were just coming out of the drought, so none of that showed up. There was no sign of possible water problem. The first real winter with back-to-back storms was wet. And after the third or fourth big rain, water started seeping in through the laundry room wall. It was a mess. And just so you know, there already was a big engineered retaining wall. There was proper water barrier, and still water found a way to get into my home. I ended up spending over $100,000 on drainage, sump pumps, retaining walls, French drains, anything to divert water away from the house. And in really wet winters, I still see a little bit of water trying to come in. So when I talk about taking water issues seriously, that's not just me as an agent quoting an inspection report. That's me as a Los Gatos Hillside homeowner who has lived through it. All right, with that in mind, let's talk about the cosmetic prep that actually moves the needle. Some of this sounds obvious, but plenty of homes in Silicon Valley still come to market without these basic items handled well. So first, paint and deep clean. If your walls and your baseboards are tired and scuffed, or you've got that one red accent wall from 2010, or you've got personalized colors throughout the home in every room, we're painting. Trends change. Buyers like walking into model homes. So trust me when I say we're going to paint your interior in this color. I know intimately what buyers most like right now. If you want the highest possible sale price, just trust me, save your decorating energy for your new home. One of my sellers the other day hated that we painted her interior all white. The running joke was that buyers would need sunglasses to go inside. It was so bright. Well, guess what? The first open house, neighbors came through and said, wow, I love how bright and clean it looks. I was right. So speaking of cleaning, please leave the cleaning to me and my cleaners. There is a major difference between we wipe the counters down and ran the vacuum to what my crew does. Yes, deep cleaning costs a lot more money, but you have to think about it differently. Think about hotel opening week, not we're having friends over. Okay, next on the list of cosmetics is lighting. Lighting is one of the highest return updates you can do. Recessed lighting and simple modern fixtures are incredibly affordable these days, and the impact is significant. And it will directly translate into dollars for you. Here in Silicon Valley, a relatively small spend on lighting is often the difference between selling in 7 days with multiple offers versus sitting on the market and eventually selling below your desired price. In my 20 plus years, when I ask buyers what their wants, needs, and goals are for their new home, great natural light is nearly always in their top 3. Light is super important to people, and whether your place has great natural light or not, recessed lighting will always improve how buyers feel when they walk through your home. In fact, from open houses, I can tell you the exact number of times I've told buyers, you can add a skylight, you can remove that awning, and you can add lighting. And they've said, great idea. Okay, I'll buy it. And I'll tell you, it's never ever happened. Buyers will just walk away. They won't come back. They will go find a house that feels better to them. So remember this, lighting, super important. Okay, third, how you live in a home is not the same as how you sell a home. Buyers are most comfortable in vacant or vacant feeling properties, and this is across all price points. People are just not comfortable in a stranger's home. It feels intrusive, we get distracted by personal photos and personalized furniture, and we have a really hard time picturing our own life in that home. But if you drop them into a model home from a builder, they want it. So keep that in mind. An occupied home will most likely sell for less money than a vacant home. So what do you do if you can't move? Simple, sort of. Some of my clients do live in their home while it's on the market. It takes great skill, preparation, patience, planning, and precision if you want the best possible sale price. If you're my client, we will massively declutter, we will depersonalize, we will pre-pack the majority of your belongings. You're moving anyway. And then we'll bring in staging to fill in the gaps. And then you take a long weekend or a vacation during that very first most critical time that we are on the market. That's when we go on MLS through the weekend. The goal is get everybody in and get you offers so you can come home and review them and be done. So keep this in mind. Clean, bright, model-esque will always win over cluttered, dark, lived in. Okay, next, let's talk about curb appeal, Silicon Valley style curb appeal. You don't have to completely re-landscape your yard, but you do need to power wash the front porch exterior area to get those accumulated cobwebs and dust gone. And this might include your driveway and your whole exterior in some cases. If you use common sense, it's pretty easy to know what's needed. And then trim and freshen your plants so they look healthy and cared for. And add bark or mulch wherever it makes sense. And the one thing to note here, and some may think it's personal preference, but I do find it elevates your home's perceived value, and that is the color and the size of your bark. Think dirt color, and for some properties, black works well too. I've never seen red bark and thought, wow, that looks so elegant and beautiful. So keep that in mind. Same goes for the large bark and the gorilla hair. Just spend the fractional extra money on bark that looks nice. Okay, then on your lawn, make sure it's not patchy, make sure it's not dead. Just bring it back to life. Fertilize it, feed it, water it, get it mowed. If you go back to perception, you want people to perceive your property and you as a homeowner as the most attentive homeowner on that block. They need to feel like I am buying from a seller who really cares. So if you have to take care of your walkways, if you have to do any repairs to your concrete walkway or your bricks, just do it. And if you're working with me, plan to budget for having your yard freshened and blown for photos, and then again right before open houses, and then once more before we close. Because remember, in the contract, you need to hand over your property to the buyer in the same general condition it was when the buyer wrote their offer. That's contractual. If you have the budget, here's some extra things that may be worth doing. Update the front door hardware, swap out dated porch lights, restain or paint your front door. Those details allude to clean, and buyers are attracted to clean, and you want them to make it past the front door. I will say, if you're choosing between front door hardware and interior updates, focus on the inside first, because that is where buyers spend their time, and that is where buyers fall in love or don't. Your front entry is your home's first chance. You do better if it looks clean and intentional. If it doesn't, you run the risk of buyers driving up, taking one look and saying, we can skip this one. So freshening doesn't need to be an expensive project. These are all in the realm of DIY if you have the time and energy. Okay, so let's talk about what to skip, or at least think very carefully about before you start writing big checks. Here's the truth that doesn't make logical sense, but it's very real in Silicon Valley, no matter if it's Los Gatos or Milpitas or Campbell or Willow Glen. Buyers chase shiny. They will often choose a home with a remodeled kitchen, new floors, updated baths, over a home with dated interiors, but brand new heating, brand new water heater, brand new air conditioning. On paper, the all-new systems house is the smarter buy. However, in real life, the house that is visually updated wins. So, assuming everything is functioning and not a health or safety issue, here are the items I recommend you skip replacing or adding. Number 1, your furnace. Number 2, your water heater. Number 3, a water softener. 4, solar equipment and backup batteries, or whole house sound systems. Skip Cat 6 or Cat 7 wiring. Skip plumbing and roof. If your inspections don't show major problems, you are good to go. If there's clear safety issues or items that could prevent a buyer from getting insurance or financing, then we'll talk about whether it makes sense more to repair them or replace them, or just adjust the price, or maybe it's handled through negotiations. But as a general rule, prioritize what buyers can see and feel over what quietly works in the background. Here's a newer trend. Many of my clients are not selling this year, but are planning to in a few years, and they're saying, we want to sell in 3 to 5 years, and we want to update things now so we can enjoy it. I love this. And if that's you, my favorite plan looks like this. First, number 1, get a clear picture of your home's current value and your home's current condition. And then second, decide which upgrades would genuinely improve your daily life. Think about things like your kitchen, your primary bathroom, your flooring, your lighting, maybe even opening up a wall if that makes sense for you and it makes sense for your floor plan. And then third, choose materials and a layout that you will love and will also appeal to buyers down the road. When your 2 to 5 year years out, your return is split. It's partly in lifestyle and daily enjoyment for you, and partly in stronger buyer response later. If you're within the next year of selling, we shift this focus. We're less worried about your 5-year enjoyment and more focused on removing buyer objections, making your home feel clean, making your home feel bright and move-in ready, and putting your dollars where they clearly help your sale. Either way, there's a strategy you don't have to guess. Here's my real philosophy on renovating before you sell. There's a big difference between renovating for you and prepping to sell. When you renovate for you and you know you'll be there several more years, you are allowed to be a little more personal. And don't be so obsessed with return on your investment, because you're getting your return in your daily enjoyment. And when you prep to sell in the next 6 to 12 months, think more of the buyer's viewpoint and focus on things that remove friction, meaning fixing things buyers will run from, bend where buyers will reward you, and skip where they won't notice or care. I helped a builder in Willow Glen years ago that built all green. It was so cool. She used bamboo flooring, the insulation was recycled denim, it had solar way before solar was massively sold. And you know what? Buyers didn't care. They cared about the floor plan and they cared about the bedroom sizes. I'd like to think that that builder was ahead of their time, but the reality is buyers will not sacrifice how the home feels to them and how it lives for things like nice to haves. So make sure when you get ready to list your home, it feels well maintained and clean, bright and updated where it counts, and hire an agent that actually gives you good counsel on this. There is always a point where every extra dollar you spend is just padding someone else's lifestyle. It's not fixing your bottom line. My job, and what every good realtor should do, but they don't, is to help you find that line and stay on the right side of it. If you're looking around your home and thinking, okay, we can do a lot of things, but what actually makes sense? You don't have to figure that out alone. When I sit down with a seller, we walk through the home, either personally or virtually, and we create 3 lists. Must-do items before selling, nice-to-do items, if the budget allows, and don't bother items that buyers are not going to pay you back for. We also talk about your timing. Are you selling in the next 6 to 12 months? And yes, we factor in what the market's going to do or what it's doing right then. Or are you 2 to 5 years out, like a lot of people right now, and wanting to enjoy upgrades right now? So the goal is to give you a clear, practical roadmap so you're not guessing, so you're not overspending, and you're not under prepping. If you're anywhere in Silicon Valley and you'd like this kind of fix or skip plan for your home, there's a link below where you can reach out to me directly and we'll start there. And if you appreciated this information, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment so I know what else to focus on. And if you're wondering, once the house is ready, how do we price it so we don't leave money on the table? Well, watch my next video on how much your home is really worth in Silicon Valley right now, where I break down values, comps, and pricing strategy in detail. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.